What's up guys, and welcome to the top 10 list of the best features on the current Android operating system 4.1 Jellybean. Okay, so to make this top 10 list I am using the recent or fairly recent HTC One S, and of course it is running Android 4.1.1. I'll show you that now. So I go to settings, and then you want to go to, if I believe, storage. No, I don't want to go to storage, I want to go to about, and then once I go to about, I want to go to software information, and then it says there Android 4.1. so there you can see that there. Now coming up number 10 on my list is Project Butter. Now this isn't actually like an app or a widget, it's more of a feature that's integrated into the software. And what this means is it allows the operating system to run a lot faster and a lot more responsive. Now, when using this phone, and as I've just said before, because it's running Project Butter, which is integrated into the Android software, it allows it to be a lot more fluid, and it allows basically the whole phone to run a lot faster, which is absolutely brilliant, because usually for example Apple, when they update it, they have to make a entirely new generation of a iPhone or iPod Touch, because it simply can't run its newest operating system, so they have to bring an old one. And this phone is around a year old, but it can still run Android Jellybean extremely fast and fluid, which is complete evidence that Project Butter works. Android intended to do this because they wanted to make the operating system more fluid, and obviously so it would run faster, and I can definitely see the difference because nearly everything has absolutely no lag at all. This is for nearly every single app: the camera, the messaging, the settings, the internet browser, and also the calendar as well. So coming at number 9 on the top 10 best features on Android 4.1 Jellybean is the brand new notification center that Android have made. Now obviously there has always been a notification center on all the current Android versions, including Ice Cream Sandwich and Gingerbread, but they have completely revamped this. They have changed nearly everything, and obviously the design is pretty much the same. You know, you swipe down, the activation is the same. Obviously, as I just said, you swipe down and that comes up. But unfortunately, my internet isn't working, so I can't show you what I can do with most of the features. But I can definitely tell you, if you have an email or any certain notification, you can swipe that to the sideways. Obviously, that will move, but this isn't a notification. And obviously the design is different. You can see it's nicely changed up there, which is a lot more smarter than it was before, because it was all over the place. It was very cluttered, and overall they've definitely changed it because they wanted to make it a lot more simple, and also they've added settings as well, so you can also add more customization to it as well, which is really good. So obviously coming at number 7 on the list has to be the brand new improved icons and widgets. So obviously Android are very popular because it allows you to have a lot of customization, but Android have added a lot of little features that allow you to make it a lot more personalized. For example, on the home screen you can hold it down anywhere and it comes up with this, which is a really nice layout. It's got all your pages which have only your icons on, and it's not empty. It has little icons that you could add and you frequently use, and then you also have at the bottom to choose your widgets, which you can see there, which is nice. You can also add it, so it comes up with a list of all the pre-installed apps and downloaded apps that you have. You can search, for example, I don't know, Temple Run, you can search that, and hopefully it should come up, Temple Run. Obviously it's not going to come up because my internet isn't working. And it has bookmarks and loads of different designs, so you can choose your calculator, you can choose your bookmarks. Now obviously they have done this in the settings, but the way they've put this into this layout straight from the home screen is a really nice touch. So coming at number 7 on my list is the little things that Google have put into this operating system. Now, for people who have used Ice Cream Sandwich, they'll definitely be able to tell that there are loads and loads of small little things that are small obviously on the operating system, but actually make a really huge difference. An example would be in the settings and also the layout. For example, they've obviously put into alphabetical order. They've added a lot more features. For example, HTC media link. You can also go to more and you've got all of these as well. Now obviously these are also pre-installed, so this was featured on Ice Cream Sandwich. However, they have also added a lot for stuff. So for example, if you go into power, you can go into a fast boot mode, which is really nice because for Apple users, they know it will take a very long time for them to turn their iPhone on, and having that feature is really nice because say you're using your phone and you want to, for example, take a picture or video really quickly, you have that option. You can just select it and you can boot it up really quickly and also shut down quickly. So I'll show you that right now. So if I hold the sleep button, I'll go and power off. So let's do the demo of how long it takes to turn up. So I'll click the sleep button there. So 1, 2, 3, go. So obviously that was straight on. Usually it takes about 10 seconds to go to that logo. Obviously it's gone straight into the HTC Sense logo. This is extremely quick, and that was very quick. I was amazed how quick that was, even though that little feature has allowed you to do that. So just having that little feature can make loads of little different things, and that's why it deserves to go on the top 10 list. So coming at number 6 on my list is the improved graphics play. Now this is mostly related to Project Butter. However, this is another feature they have added to Android Jellybean, because it means that gameplay can be a lot more faster, it can start faster, and it also means that it uses a lot less battery, which is really good because games like Temple Run can get the battery very hot, and that uses the battery a lot more quicker. Now obviously that was rubbish there, but my point is that because Google have put this into Android, your battery performance is going to last fairly longer. I would say an extra hour. Now that seems quite a lot, but it's because it allows the CPU to use a lot less battery power or usage, which is also related to the RAM, because the RAM uses less. For example, if I'm using a very heavy duty game, it will use more CPU as it will be required. However, it's just if you're using simple tasks, for example checking mail, listening to music and stuff like that, it's obviously going to use a lot less battery or a lot less RAM, which means the phone has to use a lot less battery power and it has less usage, and that means better battery life. So obviously coming at number 5 on my list has to be the improved graphics play and also the relative features related to Project Butter, as you'll be able to tell, the graphics is a lot more smoother, it's a lot more responsive. So obviously for that reason it has to go number 6 on my list, as it is a really nice touch that Google have put into Android Jellybean. So coming up number 5 on my list is the brand new internet browser that they have improved. So obviously they have enabled you to do voice search, which is a nice touch because I like to use that, and also it's just a lot faster and a lot more fluid. So for example, let's do a voice search. Yep, so hold that, I believe. How tall is Liam Neeson? Okay, so obviously it's the voice recognition is working perfectly on that. Even though I have put a wrong error there in the full stop, it does work perfectly. I'm not going to comment on how they've laid this out, but it definitely works, and the way Google have presented it is actually quite nice. Now another really nice feature that I noticed with the brand new browser is that when I'm browsing and I scroll down, that it goes to full screen, which is a really nice touch, because if I scroll back up again or interact with it, it will go back to the browser, so it will show the taskbar, and the bottom bar will disappear. So if I scroll down and then all of a sudden it's disappeared and it's full screen, which is really nice. And it's even nicer when I'm viewing in portrait mode, because it means that I can view it's a lot more easier and the content is a lot nicer spread out. Sorry, when I said I meant on the side, I meant landscape mode, of course. So another nice feature about the brand new browser is the options. So if I go to menu, I have all of these different options, which is really nice because if I want to find out something, and it's, you know, it's all in one place, which is really nice because I don't like having it spread out in loads of different icons. I like it in one place, and I really like how Google have put that into Android because it makes it a lot more easier, and it also goes back. I can go next, I can add to, I can go to home, I can view my bookmarks, history, save, downloads, I can share page, I can view on desktop sites, which is nice, and there's just so many really nice features that I've put into this, and it's really easy to use. For example, you know, if I want to use Flash Player, I can just select that straight away. I can click on OK, and then it'll enable Flash, which is really nice because it means if you want to do gaming on this on the internet browser, you can. Obviously, you know, there's apps for that, but some people might want to use the browser in this and use Flash. I think that's a really nice touch because you can turn it off and off, on and off, obviously, and I think that's really good. So obviously the last feature I really liked about the new browser is the fact that you can print. Now that is a really nice feature. Obviously they've put this into iOS, but Android have recently put this, and that's a really nice touch because I can wirelessly print. The only downside of this is you obviously have to have a wireless printer. If I click on print, then you have to add to your printer, and it has to be a wireless printer, so you have to add your IP address and port. Now I guess that would be really easy to use, but it's just the fact that you have to have a wireless printer to do this. So obviously for all these nice reasons it has to go on number 5 on my list. Now the fourth feature on my list is the battery life. Now I know I said in number 8 that Project Butter has improved the battery life and the gaming has improved the battery life as well. However, the app for this is absolutely brilliant. It's really easy to use. You can go and power save, optimize, so I can turn it on. It will obviously dim the battery, it'll always cut some stuff. Obviously it won't get rid of your Wi-Fi or 3G, which is a nice touch because on iOS there's airplane mode, and that's the only power saver mode. You can go on usage, which so you can view all of your different apps that's using your battery most. So obviously HTC Sense is using my most. Obviously I can't get rid of that because it's a feature already built into it, but Apple Core Apps is taking up most of the battery, so if I get rid of that, then I know that that is not going to take up my battery as much. Now surprisingly it's actually really small. For example, Google search and messages only take up 2%, where I use this nearly every day, and that's quite amazing to view that. And voice calls seems to take up the most, which is really good because if I'm on a voice call I remember to limit the amount I use and also how I use it. So obviously battery life is a huge important thing or feature on phones today, so that reason it has to go number 4. So coming at number 3 on my list of the top 10 features on Android Jellybean is the brand new camera app. Now I absolutely love this brand new camera app because there are so many different new things about this. For example, you know, the zoom is improved a lot, the autofocus is improved, it's a lot more responsive, so I can take loads more photos. I can hold it down and take loads of photos at once. So coming up number 3 on my list has to be the brand new camera app. Now I absolutely love the new camera app because I recently did a review of the HTC One S, and you can check that out in the link description and also below. But the camera app definitely has improved from Ice Cream Sandwich. There are so many different things you can do with this. Now, as I said, with the internet browser, it is in quite a lot of different places, as you can see the icons, but most of it is in one place. And as I said before, I really like that because it's easy to view, and if I want all these different camera options, then it's just in one place, and that's a really nice touch that Google have put into Android. So as you can see, all of these different ones, I've got self-timer. I haven't just got one or two, I can pick, you know, loads and loads of different ones. Even on my Panasonic camera, I only have 2 modes. So this phone actually has more features than a proper digital camera. which is really good. Obviously there are panoramic modes, there are aspect and resolution modes you can change, and there are just tons and tons of different features that I can put. So obviously if you don't have much memory, you can reduce the ratio of this. So obviously you can change the different qualities of that, and that's nice because it also has full HD. Now obviously that's a feature built into the camera, but it's nice that you can view that and you know it's recording in the highest definition possible. You can go and review duration. You've got the ISO, so you've got the auto 100, 200, 400 and 800. You've got the white balance, and that's really important because white balance can make a huge difference if you're on the beach, or it's really bright day, or it's cloudy. And you've also got the video options as well. So as I said before, there are loads and loads of different things about this. I haven't got too much to say about it because I haven't used it enough, but I can definitely tell that they've improved this since using Ice Cream Sandwich, and I'm really pleased that they've put effort into this, as there are so many different things you can do with this. You've got the effects, you've got all of these different options here. That's a really nice touch. That's my favourite feature out of the camera. So obviously for that reason it definitely deserves to go on the top 3 list, as it is absolutely outstanding how they've put so much effort into just one little thing, and also it's very important that they've done this. Obviously another feature is you can focus into a certain point, which is another nice touch. So coming out number 2 on my list is the brand new voice search that Google have put into it. So obviously I'm going to stop that because it's not going to, but they definitely have improved it. I'll do some examples right now, so I won't be able to talk about it, but I'll show you the speeds of it. Obviously my Wi-Fi is full, so it should be able to show you the speeds of it. How tall is Liam Neeson?
Is 1.93 meters tall.
So as you can see there, it's really quick, nice layout, not too much information, which is what I like. You can also go to the web search, it's got that below. That's another nice touch that I've put in, and if you want to go to another question you can just tap on it, so we'll do that. How tall is Mount Everest?
Mount Everest is 8,848.00 meters tall.
So as you can see again, really nice layout. It's got the full search below, it shows your location. Obviously that's Google's layout that they've put into there, but it's a really nice feature. So I'll try and ask some more advanced questions and hopefully see how it is. What's the nearest pizza place? And as you can see there, that's quite a complicated question, but it's tackled it really well. It's got all of the different pizza places that's come up there. It's got the map of my nearest location or current location. It's got the directions. So Domino's, if I want to go on that, I can just tap on that straight away, and I'll go straight into the maps and open the application, and I can use that, which is a really nice touch. So obviously if I want to go back to that, I can tap on that and use this application to go back to this. So the number 1 feature on Android Jellybean 4.1 has to be the phone app, and there are several different reasons that I'm saying this. So firstly, because they've added groups and they've added loads of different features. They have done this in Ice Cream Sandwich, but Apple have taken this further and they've really put it into a nice design. You know, you've got loads of groups, they've changed the colour of it, they've changed the design, they've added so many different options, which is nice because that you know, as I said before, for nearly every single one it's in one place, and that's just really nice because it's simple and it's easy to access. One place, and it's easy to use. You've got this notification banner at the bottom or navigation bar, and that just makes it really simple and easy to use. So for that reason it has to go number 1, as it's most frequently used and it's also really well designed. So that is my top 10 list of features or newest features on Android Jellybean 4.1. If you did enjoy this video, please click the like button, as it's always appreciated. If you have your favourite features on Android 4.1 Jellybean, please comment below, and thanks for watching.